And we're back. This is Pat McDonald, subsing for Rick and Gary today for Vermont Viewpoint. It's December 24th, an awesome day to be here. And my guest right now will so blow your socks off.
Oh my goodness. I can't
you can
breathe.
hear her in the background. This is Mrs. Claus. Welcome, my dear.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hello, bonjour, namaste. Oh my goodness, buongiorno, ni hao, hola, shalom, kamusta, konnichiwa, ni
She's saying
hao.
hello in all of the languages she
I know
speaks. I learned
200.
that the other day. Mrs. Claus and I have been friends for many years, although she's been on this earth many more years than me, but
Yes.
still here. And we thank you of all days to come here. I mean, our friendship, I really thank you.
Oh,
The 24th, for heaven's sake.
I
can't
know.
imagine what your schedule is like.
oh, you have no
I
idea.
can't imagine.
It is crazy. It's crazy, but I love you so much, and I
Thank
do
you, sweetie.
everything with love.
Thank you.
And you have done so much for me. So I do have a little gift for you. You can
Oh,
unwrap. Do we
it's
have
all
time?
wrapped up with
Can you
Santa
wrap-
on
oh,
the paper.
Please
I was
unwrap
made
it.
too much noise,
No,
I
no,
think
no,
they
it's
would
okay,
say.
it's okay. Here, I'll help you.
Sorry for the noise, everybody. Oh my God, champagne glasses.
That's for the morning. I know you've been through a lot this year because
Yes,
Santa
it's been
did
a
see
bad
that.
year.
Yes. Santa saw,
Thank
he
you.
sees everything,
Thank you.
and he sees the true hearts of people.
Oh, you're so sweet.
So in the morning, you're going to wake up Christmas Day and drink out of these beautiful goblets with
Lovely.
orange juice inside. And if you could drop a little vitamin C powder in there, it's even better
It'll
that
keep
way.
me healthy. I know you're a
Yeah.
big vitamin C person, as I am. So listen, let's get to it because we only have a half hour. And if anybody wants to call and talk to Mrs. Claus, it's 244-1777. The big question, of course, is how did you meet and then marry the big guy himself?
Oh, well, let me tell you. See, I have written a story about that, and it was magical, and it was love at first sight. And I am a big believer of love at first sight.
Nice.
And he made me feel so loved, so secure. And I think that everyone wants to feel loved and secure and safe. And that's how he made me feel. And oh, I get goosebumps when I talk about it. But there's more to it in the story, the exact moment when I met him. So you must wait.
Yes. Well, no, we're going to wait.
Cliffhanger!
There are many things that Mrs. Claus will not share with us about this book, which I respect. But I am looking at Mrs. Claus right now,
Oh,
and she is just magical herself. Could you read something from our book that sort of explains the vision before me right now?
oh, you know, my heart is beating so fast because, you know, usually the elves drive me, but they're so busy. So I had to actually drive a car, which I
Uh-oh.
never do. And so my heart is beating. Then I couldn't find the door.
Oh.
So, yes.
And we heard the phone ringing at the last show. But I was like, no, Mrs. Claus, not
Oh,
today.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay, sweetie.
It's on Mrs. Claus on Instagram, Mrs. Claus 2021, and you can see me trying to get into your studio. Or
So this
I
is
think-
an excerpt from Mrs. Claus's book.
Okay.
And this is the beginning of the book, and it'll give you a visual of what I am staring at, the loveliness before me.
Okay, focus, focus, focus. That's what he always says. Focus, focus, focus. Hello, ciao, kamusta, kamusta. It is a cold and wintry morning, as always here in the North Pole. I have taken my warm rose bath and dressing for the day. First, I put on my long, lacy long johns and my ruffled petticoat. Then my red velvet dress and with my fur cuffs. Oh, and collar. I'm a little nervous. With a black lace belt. I put on my warm furry boots and I fix my hair just right. Then I put on my red crimson lipstick. Lipstick always wakes me up at the moment I put it on. A little pop of color can brighten anyone's day. Oh! There's a knock at the door. Who could that be? It's Waffles the elf. He is standing at the door with a tray and a sweet smile. He is tiny and round with a face like a cat. He has red hair, chubby cheeks, and an adorable pink nose. Your tea, Mrs. Claus, he says with a giggle. On the tray is a kettle of tea, cucumber sandwiches, and candy canes. Well, how should I begin? I am usually too busy to write. I run the North Pole. I am in charge of all the elves, the kitchen, absolutely everything. I've asked the elves to take care of my chores for the time being while I tell you my story. I do hope they can handle things while I'm here. I've trained them all so well. So here I am, sitting in the barn with my beautiful animal friends as I look back on my life. And that is it, ... But there's
Excellent.
more. There's more. But I can't tell you right now.
It's a secret.
It's a big secret. And don't you worry now. It's all good.
It is all good, and I
Yes.
know some of these stories that'll be in the book, and it's hard for me not to share them, Mrs. Claus. But out of respect, we're going to wait for the book.
Yes.
So tell me, what made you want to write a book?
Well, it really wasn't me because I'm not much of a writer. I mean, I do have a diary and a diary of my heart. But the elves, every single day, my gosh. I mean, my elves are from all over the world. I mean, there's over 200 countries. Some we don't even know about. They're unrecognized. But all over the world, my little elves tell me, please, Mrs. Claus, tell your story. People want to know. And so I said, okay. So I did it. And it was so much fun because it was such a magical meeting. Cliffhanger.
See, that's good.
Cliffhanger.
So you mentioned that you are in charge of the North Pole. And could you tell us, I know what that encompasses, and it sounds exhausting to me, which is why I cannot believe you are here.
Yes.
Because you must have a to-do list that's a little longer than mine.
Yes, it's a tremendous list. In fact, I mean, I cannot believe what I have to go back to the North Pole. I have to go back to the North Pole. I have to wrap, cook, set millions of tables. I am so grateful for my elf from Israel because he helps me light the candles all over the world. And my little elf, Schermerhorn, so adorable. Isn't that an adorable name?
It's
Schermerhorn?
adorable name.
I know.
Yes.
He's so cute. Anyway, I have elves from all over the world, every country. I mean, you name it.
Well, you told me that
They all speak different languages,
I was-
as I do.
each elf is responsible for a country to know the language, the culture,
Yes.
who the people are, so that they can help you and Santa Claus work in that country and respond to their needs.
Yes, they're all assigned to each country, town, city, and they each have a flag. And some countries don't even have flags. There are islands that we don't even know about, and we have elves that take care of all children all
great.
over the world. It's a beautiful thing. It really is a beautiful thing.
That's a good lead into that naughty and nice list that you all maintain up there.
Oh.
Do you weigh in on the naughty and nice list?
Well, I believe in my heart that there are more nice people in the
Let's
world
hope so.
than naughty. I really believe that people that are naughty, that I don't like to use the word mean, but I really believe that they are lacking love in their lives, and that's why they are acting out. So it's really important to embrace those people, especially on the holidays. If they feel alone, knock on their door and give them just your presence, because it's about being with the person. It's the present. It's not the present, it's the presence.
Right.
Being with that person. And time is the most precious gift you can give anyone. Your time. Like the time I have with you right now is precious to me. And I honestly feel like I could cry right now, but I'm not going to because it'll ruin my makeup. But we just have to give love.
Yep.
And when you give love, you get love back. And it's important to plant seeds of love. And your garden will grow.
That's good. Well, you talked to me about your garden. You've got an amazing garden
Yes.
up in the North Pole because you serve and cook all kinds of food.
Yes.
Because your elves come with all different kinds of
Oh my goodness.
restrictions or interests or whatever in food. So
Yes.
you've become an expert cook, have you not?
I really have. The elves have taught me a lot because, oh my goodness. And you can't, sometimes there is frustration, but you have to go with the flow. It's important to go with the flow always. My little elves, they're gluten-free, fat-free, vegan. One eats only jelly beans. One is allergic to Brussels sprouts. I mean, how can you be allergic to Brussels sprouts?
Oh,
But
I
there
don't
are
know.
so many people that are. There are, oh my gosh, raw food, which is raw food elf. I have a raw food.
Only eats raw food?
Yeah, I mean, amazing. Really amazing. But I have to say, she makes these concoctions in a blender.
Yeah, right.
And she is she's about 1,000 years old. And she looks amazing.
Really?
All because of the raw food. Because she gets the vitamins, that what she tells me these things. And it completely.
There's a lot of truth to all of that, I must
Yes,
say.
oh
I have a
my
friend
goodness.
who is into raw. Me, not so much. I'm not so much.
It's very important to be healthy, stay healthy, because health is wealth.
So I don't know if you brought with you some of the letters that the children write to Santa Claus.
Oh, my goodness.
Did you have any of them with you, or can you remember some of them?
Well, they're in
because
my...
if you want to have your heartstrings pulled.
Oh my gosh, I have them, but they're in my mailbox. I have my mailbox in the back of the car.
Nope, you got to stay here.
But I do remember.
Yeah,
I
oh, good.
remember
Yeah.
a lot of them. One, of course, wants a Maserati. I mean, my gosh. It's so funny. And then one was, Dear Santa, I want my parents to get along. Dear Santa, I would love friends for Christmas.
That one was sad. We were reading these the other day
Imagine
at a place we were at, and some of them were like heartbreaking that there are kids out there who didn't ask for a present, just asked for, for happiness and friends and
Friends.
yeah.
Well, Santa works on that. And I really believe that she will have wonderful friends out there. She will. She's a little girl with a heart full of gold, and she will find friends.
That's great. Mrs. Claus, I have to stop you there. This is Pat McDonald. We're taking a quick break. This is WDEV and Vermont Viewpoint. Oh, I thought you were